look, we mentioned earlier that I had the chance to be with Usain as he was driving. I'm going to jump in, if I may, and speak to the man who had one of the biggest slides during the launch yesterday, but you held it fantastically well. We were just talking about you in the build-up show. I was so impressed that with the limited experience you have of a single-seater, your athletic prowess was able to catch it. You enjoyed it.
Yes, it was wonderful. Again, I like to drive fast, so I tend to understand the cars a little bit more, but for me it was exciting and it was wonderful.
Yes, I want to ask you, that before the start of your races, you don't have people with microphones in your face, you don't have all this noise, you don't have, celebrities around. Can you kind of compare that to the drivers here who, they're in this madness?
No, for me, I would enjoy this, actually, because it helps to keep your mind off the race. That's how I am. I never want to focus on the race. I want to just keep my mind off it, relax, talk, just hang out. And then when it's time to go, then I can take a deep breath and then you can focus. Because when you start thinking too much, that's when you make a lot of mistakes. So I feel like the important thing is to stay loose. So I think this would be great for me.
Always a pleasure to see you here at Formula E. And you got a little bit of, excitement on this track earlier in the weekend. Tell us more.
I think it's only fitting. This is like an electrifying time. We're here. It's like you can really feel the energy. But like I had a chance to drive the Gen 3 car yesterday on the track.
Lucky you.
And I feel very lucky that they let me do that, and luckier that I didn't put it into a wall. But it's an amazing experience. I mean, the torque and how light and agile this car is unbelievable. And the evolution of the technology, and it was so thrilling, and to be here in Diriyah is so fun, and it's really a great time. Yeah.
Quite different to what you're normally doing, not what the day job does.
Yeah, I mean, my life is, I meander, but I've been around the world a lot, and I've had a real, I have a love for racing. I grew up drag racing, and I spent a lot of time. I've done some track time, but this was pretty exciting stuff, yeah.
We've been joined now by Emerson Fittipaldi. Emerson, that was a lovely moment there, a minute's silence for your beloved brother.
Yeah, it was very emotional for me to be here. We've grown up here in Brazil, started racing cars together. Was part of my life, has gone, but he's rest in peace now.
No, bless him.
Thank you.
Brazilian motorsport here, Emerson, it's huge. The fans absolutely love it, and you've been a part of that. I mean, how good is it to be here today?
No, it's very special. It's like in England, it's football and motor race. And, second year Formula E here, people like the first year, second year they're going to like more. Yeah. And it'll be a great event, it'll be beautiful weather, and they're going to have fun. And so hot. The drivers are going to have a tough time today.
How great is it to see Formula E here in Tokyo?
I think it's such a fitting city. Tokyo being this postmodern city, Formula E being this postmodern motorsport, right? I mean, what a great combination, right? And the weather today is like we've been blessed by the car gods, right?
Yeah, we have, definitely. Yeah. Obviously, people know you very well from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Did you understand a lot about the car culture in Japan before you took on the role?
No, it was a huge education for me, and I've just been fortunate that the car community in Japan and all over the world, because of the Fast and Furious films, has just embraced me. So, I mean, Japan is one of my favorite countries. I go to Kyoto. Kyoto is literally my favorite city in the world, and I have so many friendships that have developed because of cars out of Japan. So it's like a home away from home.
Here he is, the man himself. He's local legend.
Come on, get in.
Hey, how are you?
Yuki, sorry to interrupt there, Billy, but we've got an F1 legend with us right here. How good is it to see Formula E here in Tokyo?
I mean, to be honest, I'm very jealous. They're doing literally middle of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Access is amazing. A lot of new fans that not much also even really interested in motorsports. They can come easily. Yeah. Which is Suzuka is a little bit far away from Tokyo, so slightly harder. So. Yeah, I'm very jealous,
Have you managed to have a look at the circuit? What are your thoughts on it?
I did a couple of laps in simulator.
Oh, cool.
And there's the kind of crest.
The jumps, yeah.
It's very interesting, and I saw a couple of videos that Formula E cars just jumping around there. So I'm very interested how it's gonna be today. Hope that no one's gonna take off the somewhere around. Yeah.
Mark Webber, two-time winner of Monaco
How are
Grand
you?
Prix.
Have you met JJ?
Yeah.
G'day, mate.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, Mark,
we've been
where's the
told
car?
off. Where's the car? No idea. We're being told off for being in the wrong position, but
Oh, we're standing in the grid box, apparently.
It'll be here soon. It'll be here soon, mate, which is encouraging. You don't want to turn up late for pole positions. This man's been on pole here a few times. He knows what it's all about. It's a good spot to be.
So, we were just saying before, the drivers, you know, you've all obviously won here before, but it's about switching their mind off from all the noise, isn't it, and trying to focus on the first lap. Would you chat with Pascal and you know, is there anything that you would share with the Porsche drivers?
No, I think they're very settled, mate. They know what they need to do. As you say, get to Sandevot in front and then control the race from there. Obviously, this is very much efficiency races in terms of a bit of slipstream, saving your energy, battery, etc. So a little bit different to what we're used to in terms of probably full attack, but there's a lot of, you got to be crafty, you got to be tactical, you got to know when to use all your bullets and be there at the end.
so you're here in your role with Porsche, but also your lovely wife Anne is looking after Mitch Evans. So how do you sort of play that out in your mind?
It's often they're together on the grid too, mate. We've got Porsche very competitive, obviously. Mitch is very well established in the championship as well. So yeah, it's tricky, mate, because obviously, you know, I've been with Porsche a long time too. I want them to do really, really well. But so yeah, we're sort of probably sitting at the other ends of the couch generally and sort of just watch the race unfold and hope the best for both of them, buddy.
I'm delighted to say that joining me, we also have Sam Bird from McLaren, and we will catch up with you in a moment, Sam. But first, David, you've been a follower of Formula E since the beginning, really. We've seen you at quite a few of the races. Talk us through, what you're doing here, how you're feeling, and also Jaguar's commitment to Season 4. I know you're a guest of theirs to Gen 4.
Yeah, well, I'm here with the Jaguar GCS team. Been sponsoring from, as you say, from the get-go, and constantly in the different generations and the evolution of the sport. And it keeps on getting better and better, and I keep on coming back. And it's a fab weekend, and Jaguar have committed to Formula E again. So I was here for the pronouncements of the Gen 3 Evo car, which is getting faster and even more efficient, and 200 miles an hour, 0-60 in 1.8 seconds. So it's just getting even more exciting.
Well, I'm sure they'll get you in that car very soon. Thank you very much. We'll let you go and enjoy the madness of the grid and get back to the boat and enjoy the champagne.
Heavyweight champion himself, Anthony Joshua. How are you, bro?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome.
As always. Now, AJ, what I wanted to ask you, you've seen the drivers here, you know the look in their eyes. Yeah. You've fought at some of the biggest stadiums in the world. You know, what's kind of going through your mind that maybe you can pass on to these drivers as they're on this grid?
The work's been done. It's all in the mind now. Push yourself to the limit. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain, and be confident.
And how's your day been so far? Been good? Enjoying it?
Really, really good. I've enjoyed my day because I'm not feeling the pressure that these guys are feeling. You know what I'm talking about. So I can finally relax and take in the atmosphere. It's a really good track. Obviously, being here in Monaco, being here in Monaco with the legends, and I'm just enjoying my time.
Well, we've seen you at a few different motor races. We've seen you at Formula One. You've got a shareholding in one of the teams. Well done. And Formula E, this is a different type of motorsport. There's going to be a lot more strategy. I don't know, are you a chess man? A lot of boxers do use chess for the mental game.
Yeah, me and the boys, we do play chess. So, as you said, strategy is important. You know, when to go, when to hold back, what your strategy is. It's all about the victory at the end of the day.
I have found myself some footballing royalty on the grid. Didier Drogba, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, I'm very well.
Good to see you.
I'm very, very good. Always looking $1 million, Didier. So, Didier, you went out with Bruno in the safety car today. Yeah. How did you find it?
Oh, what an experience, I was nervous until I saw that it was Bruno driving, so I felt a bit more confident, but this car and this... It's fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
You were saying before when we were talking about that impact when you kind of go from inside to outside and kind of the difficulty of it.
Yeah, this track is really tricky because you got the asphalt and the concrete. This mix, for the pilots, it's not easy to adapt.
Yeah.
So they will have to think about that, and there's few areas where it's not easy to handle the car, and I can feel there will be a lot of surprises.
We found Tommy Fury. How are you doing, Tommy?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you finding your day so far?
Yeah, amazing. Like I say, this is my first time at the
Formula E, FE.
Formula E, yeah. I did one race event last year in Abu Dhabi. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So, and again, I feel like racing events are just great events to come to. You can chill out, have a good day, see unbelievable things. I mean, anything travelling at 150, 200 miles an hour is just insane.
Fun to
so
watch.
I'm happy to be here.
Tom Felton, thank you for joining us. Harry
Thanks for
Potter
having me.
superstar. How's your day been?
It's been really, really interesting. I'm a huge automotive fan, have been all my life. My first Formula E race, and I feel like I've come at like the pinnacle of what is a decade of an ever-growing motorsport. So very, very excited to see how it turns out.
You've come to the busiest grid of the season. I know. Now, I want to ask you, because you're used to performing on set.
Yes.
You get to do retakes, and if it doesn't work out.
Yes.
What do you think the drivers are going to be feeling? Like the pressure on them in this madness. They can't retake.
I can't imagine it. I was lucky enough to meet a few earlier from the McLaren team, and I didn't realise how thin of a margin it is between who's going to win tonight and who's not. So it only adds to the drama and excitement, which I'm fairly used to.